What's up, everybody? Trunks here, bringing you guys a video on my favorite support currently right now. Used to play him mid lane a lot, but now I decided to try to climb out of low ELO with him as a support. And so, with that being said, I bring you Brand, the Burning Vengeance. Brand is one of my favorite supports. He's not quite tanky, obviously, because he used to be a mid laner, but if you can land his combos, he can do a substantial amount of damage. So just a little bit of overview for him. As you can see, the passive, Brand's passive is Blaze. I'm not going to read the description, but essentially, if you hit 3 abilities in a row, it'll put a little ring around your opponent, excuse me, I guess you would say, and it erupts after a little bit and does a lot of damage. Your Q is going to be like a fireball you throw at them, and if it hits them, it'll stun them. Only if they are already ablaze. So being ablaze essentially means if you use any of your abilities on them, it puts them ablaze. So you could throw like your W down first to put them ablaze, then hit it with the Q, and that is the way to stun them. Or you could walk up and E them and then Q them. Your W is the Pillar of Flame. This is your damage dealer, so normally does a little bit of damage, but if you have them ablaze, so hit them with the Q first and then hit them with the W, you can do an additional 25% damage. That is one of the main moves you're going to do, and you're going to max that first, actually, in my opinion, so that you can do maximal damage. Your E conflagration, essentially you set them ablaze, dealing magic damage, and if they're already ablaze, then it spreads to any of the nearby enemies it's next to. My favorite move for E is to walk up to them and E them, and then you can also hit them with the Q to stun them, and then right after finish with the W, and you will do tons and tons of damage. And then Pyroclasm, this is Brand's ult. Basically, you throw it out, and it bounces up to 5 enemies. It prioritizes Blaze to max on the champion. So if the target is a Blaze, it will also slow them a little bit. But this thing is just deadly when team fights. If you've got a lot of magic penetration, a lot of AP in general, you will melt a whole team essentially. And early on does a lot of damage too, like I said, if you build magic penetration. So I'm going to take you through a gameplay with that being said for Brand, just to kind of give you an idea how I play him and how I build him, and you will see kind of just a little bit of build gameplay in general, and kind of see how it goes. If you're watching this right now and don't want to watch any of this waiting stuff, you can skip ahead to the provided marker in the video. And also, sorry, League was having some server issues with the service quality, I guess, while making this video. So if everything seems kind of you know, bad timing on my part. As you can see, there's no chat. That's why I'm not really playing with anybody and making this video, so I can just concentrate on giving you guys the content. It's going to be very interesting. Since I don't have a chat right here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk to them about bans or anything like that, but we'll roll with balls. So after I lock in Brand as my character, I'm actually going to run over the runes with you guys because I did not do that ahead of time, just to kind of give you a pre-game idea of what to expect for him. already. I'm not going to spend time deep diving these runes. You guys should essentially know, if you've played the game, at least what these runes do. If not, go look into another video and kind of learn the basics, and then you'll understand this. But run Comet just to do more damage. There's so many times that I've hit a champion and they've had like barely any health. That Comet hurls out, boom, hits them dead. Mana Flow Band obviously just gives you maximum mana by levels. Transcend, just love the cooldown reduction. Scorch, obviously, when you hit that first enemy, it does a little burn damage, so nice poke being a support. Perfect timing, you always want to have the stopwatch for the early game on. Just helps a lot in any sticky situations. And you can also dive under tower, hit him with the combos, hit that, get out, not have to worry about dying. Biscuit delivery, a lot of sustain in lane, and then I go adaptive, defense. Always defense usually whenever you're running a support, just because the AD carry obviously is AD, and so you want armor. But that's pretty much what I run for the rune wise. And then flash always is a necessity. Can't not have flash. Sometimes I'll run teleport, but I'm not really in high ELO, nor am I playing professional play, so I really don't care to use teleport. So I just run ignite just to try to secure those kills. Alright, here we go, guys. Gonna run you through the basic, what I start out with. This is just the recommended support page, but it actually is not that bad. It gives you all what you really need, essentially. Just doesn't give you like late game items. Always start with Spell Thief's Edge. That's kind of the ability power support item. You just do poking, and that's how you get your gold. You don't have to worry about last hitting minions or anything like that. You get to just hide in bushes and pretty much just pop out and kill people. Get a couple potions and then the warding totem, and then that's pretty much what we're going to start with. For me, go here real quick. I always start with W just so you can have poke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start out getting the Haunting Guys. That is going to give you some burn damage. Later on with the Leandrias, also with this 2% more damage each second in combat. With champions, helps you, sustain damage in lane, and then we'll work towards this Leandria so you can get all that burn damage. You'll get Sork Boots, so you can have magic penetration, and then I'm also going to run an Oblivion Orb into Royal Nomicon so you can have even more magic penetration. With these three items early on, you really have a lot of poke, and you will melt people essentially. And then we'll kind of see how the game goes from there. If I need to run into certain items after that, I will. Usually I'll get a Rylai's just to have, the slow damage and, help people get away in sticky situations. If not, and I'm doing okay in lane and everybody's doing okay, I might get a Rabadons just to have even more damage. But eventually, right here with this stopwatch coming into play, we will run into the Zonia's Hourglass. I always put deep wards to start, especially whenever we're on this side of the lane. Tri-bush is definitely important, but this I feel like is the most important. Looks like we might get some kill here. That's going to be the first blood. We're actually going to get the second kill with the flash, maybe not, but it was a good effort. Now, like I said, my favorite thing to do with Brand is to basically just sit in bushes and go hard on people. You don't really have to kill creeps for anybody. You don't have to do really anything. You just sit in the bushes, you click your pillar, and just do a lot of damage. He's a fun guy, but you really want to maximize landing those combos. I'll show you in a second whenever I get a chance. I'll do a couple different ones. I'll do the WQ combo, I'll do the EQ combo, I'll do the EQW combo, and then once we get the ult, we'll be really cooking. As you can see there, I somehow got that stun off, didn't think I was, but I ended up landing it in between those minions. That's really what you want to do, is just constant pressure. Now that I got this E, you can really do some shifty stuff. You can throw this down, hit him with it, hit him with the E, Q, stun right there, back off. It's always just constant poke. And you never want to overextend. You know, sometimes you get super trigger happy and you just, I want to go in super hard, but really, the game of League of Legends is all about patience. If you can just consistently poke as a support and let your AD carry get fed and protect them as well, you essentially will never lose the game, I think. You can really, you know, carry lane with two people. I had a Draven that I supported one of the other games, and he ended up being like 20-3, and I was like 10-1 or 10-2. We dominated, and we really didn't have a lot of ganks because we just continuously sustained lane and didn't have to really worry about anybody else. One of the most important things being a support is vision control. You got to vision. Got to vision, that didn't make sense. You have to set wards. If you've got good vision control, you will never get ganked. Your jungler will thank you, your bot lane will thank you, everybody will thank you at the end of the day, because you're playing your role. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, is, you know, put wards down and protect people. Try and see if I can land some combos for you guys once they push out and lane a little bit. I'm going to kind of camp in the bushes, pop out, stun them, see if I can land a 3 combo, maybe get an ignite off. I'll try right here for you. That's the combo right there. As you can see, I did a ton of damage and Ashe got the kill. So that's exactly what you want as a support. Push, poke. That's really all you do, you know. Not going to try to be overly aggressive because there's no point. I get gold for, you know, just putting damage down on them. She gets gold for getting fed. Everybody wins at the end of the day. As you can see, I'm stacking up these biscuits so I can use those for mana whenever I need to. They're really not doing any damage to me, so I don't have to worry about healing that much, as well as the 2 pots that I have. Got about 243 on my support item. Once you hit the 500 on that, you will get warding tokens from this if you're not familiar with the item, and you can basically take the sweeping lens and start kind of clearing out all the other wards. Now going back is it's a tricky situation, you know. Like, obviously I want to stay in lane and get you know, maximal amount maximum amount of, I guess you would say, XP and gold, but you know, essentially whenever you have your guy, AD carry, or girl, whoever, I meant, you know, champion, back, then once they get back into the lane, I would say that's about the time that you can back and grab your first items. You can stay really as long as you want, and that'll play into it. I almost have my ult, so we're gonna get this kill right here for sure. Dead. Probably shouldn't have stole that kill, but you know, I kind of gotta get fed too. And I landed the stun, so that right there was prime example of the pillar into the Q combo. That'll stun them every time, and that's what you want to do for longer range situations, because essentially if you do the longer range situation like that, they're going to run into your pillar, then you can Q them and land it. You can't really run up to them with the conflagration because they're already too far away, and you don't want to just Q them because it'll just do damage and it won't stun them. So you can also land some gnarly combos by flashing in, hitting the pillar and then queuing them and eating them and deny, you know, but like I said, I'm going to try to play safe so that I don't burn flashes and I can save it for detrimental times pretty much. And up there I kind of helped my jungler. He looked like he was struggling with that minion, so you always want to help them because they're going to help you. And I got the pink ward down here. I got 3 biscuits stacked up. I got another ward, and I got my hourglass thing, stopwatch. So we are pretty set over here as far as, you know, utilization for sustain goes. I could sit here all day long, and since he's got a pink there, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a pink here just because you never know when you might need it. You might not, but he already has his right here. There's really no point in me putting one anywhere else. Gonna go ahead and poke this guy some more. Hopefully we can push this lane down, get some more gold, and then I will soon have my good items. Here we go, some kills. Boom, boom, stun. I'll go ahead and ult. Didn't need to, but it'll travel, do some more damage. I always just do that to kind of secure the kills. Just hit her with that combo again and drain practically 3/4 of her health. And she did hit me a couple times, so I'm going to go ahead and pop one of those biscuits. And you will gradually get those biscuits back too. I think they're super, super useful. But yeah, and I've still got the pots too whenever I need those. I'll go ahead and pop one now just cuz. Another one bites the dust. I always say good job and kind of do some thumbs up every once in a while. Like I said, League is a game where you want to be very team friendly. You want to support everybody in any way you can. So by showing, you know, your respects for them for the good attacks and whatnot, kind of reduces the chance of someone getting really flamed and going off on people. That's the last thing you want to do is lose your team composition and your team fall apart in the end. You could be doing the best in this game to begin with, and if you fall apart in the end, it all just kind of goes to crap. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my blasting wand and then my oracle lens since I have that support item like I said. And I'm going to head back in the lane so we can get a couple more kills. I see she took my pink away, unfortunately, but, you know, that's just how that goes. I'm gonna get this Zac. Just burn the flash on that Zac. I should have been there a little bit earlier for my gen, that's my bad. And feel free to farm a little bit if the you know, minions are gonna die. You know, you can farm a little bit. I'm getting like super aggressive now because I know I can probably kill this Senna whenever I want to. I'm gonna hit her with the combo just because. See, I safely used my stopwatch. Yeah, I can die, and Ash still would have got those kills, but I'm 1-0-5. I really don't want to die right now. Trying to play the best game as possible. But we're going to take this tower down and see how much more damage we can do here soon. Go ahead and ping this dragon too. I feel like having the dragon will be very useful. Obviously, that's the most key thing you should always go for, and we already got the cloud dragon, so 4 of those equals soul for newer players that don't understand dragons that well. Once you get soul, you get huge bonus, and you essentially get more capitalization for winning the game. Good heal on their part, honestly. I can pop these two real quick and go put another ward down. And like I said, I've got the sweeper lens, so I can kind of walk around and destroy wards as needed. Wow, they really don't have any wards. That's crazy. Whatever. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna complain about it, but we're gonna follow this Jhin and see if we can help him get some kills. Low on health and I don't want to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and back. I got about 1440 gold, and that's, you know, that's a good amount. I'll be able to finish up my Leandrias to have that burn like I was mentioning. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab boots. That's essential because next item I want to get is the Sork boots. But I'm also gonna go ahead and just buy the amplifying tome. Hey, it gives me more magic damage, so why not, right? I could wait. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for a pink ward, so I can put it back in our lane. I know it's a little bit of time, but we pushed this lane out pretty well. They're doing but once we start grouping, we should be able to do a lot better in the aspect of pushing and ending this game pretty soon. But I almost have this cool control ward. We're gonna head back down there. Honestly, probably just gonna save it. You know, we've got 2 right there. Honestly, probably just keep it and put it maybe somewhere over here, just to have the vision there. Yeah, they probably could destroy it, so that's probably not the best idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it right here. Light this place up with some vision. The York top is pretty fed, and you know he's killing some peeps. But maybe, hopefully, Quinn can stop him, and once we group, we can hopefully end this game. In the end of the day, if we lose, you know, no big deal. I'm just trying to play the best support brand I can, give you guys some content to work with, so if you ever decide to play brand yourself, you know, you'll have an idea on how to win. They are definitely all grouped up here, trying to be shifty. I'm going to go ahead and destroy some wards. One of the most important things I think about in this game is destroying wards so that they don't have vision. I'll put another ward down. Guess we're going to be going for this. I'm going to signal all rift so we can all go towards that, because it looks like they're all heading there too. We want to be able to secure this rift. Rift Herald gives you a good gold advantage. She's dead. Got both of those kills. I did expunge my flash, unfortunately, but this is gonna kill him. Oh, or she can get it. Either or works for me. You know, I'm a team player. I really don't care if I get the kills or not. I got a bunch of assists, but see how that combo just chunks, and I barely have any AP. It's really because of this, that burn damage. Burn damage, and once I get this magic pen, it's gonna be nuts. I'm telling you. Gonna go ahead and just kind of proxy these minions right here, that way they don't go up under tower and destroy any of our minions, that way they can get maximum push. Let him get the farm, and I'm gonna go ahead back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and head back actually. Again, I know it kind of seemed like I'd back a lot, but I'm really doing okay. We're gonna go ahead and get dragon here and get that third one going. I'm gonna grab, actually I'm gonna go ahead and grab Sork boots. That's probably the next most important thing. And I'll get the, I'll get a controller later. They're gonna be getting this, so I'm gonna go ahead and signal that so we can have one of our guys meet up. Get this dragon, hopefully soon it does not die. I'm coming, get in, hurry. Go for it. They're not gonna fight this, I'm about to destroy him with this ulti. I know Katarina is like crazy fed, but that right there melts. Ult for the heck of it, and then stun this guy, and then hit that guy, and then that's that. Easy money. A signal for this. Get that health, brother. You need it. We're gonna go ahead and push mid. Signal with him to push mid because that's, I mean, that's really what you need to do. Throw some wards on the way. Vision, like I said, is super important. I'm kind of lacking on that aspect because I'm kind of just getting a lot of kills and not really worrying about the vision as much. Always dodge skill shots, you know, that will help keep you alive. We're going to chunk this tower down real quick. I'm actually going to go after the Senna, just kidding. We're going to take this tower, stun him, and we're going to leave because we don't want to die. Try to destroy as many wards as you can on the way. Boom, boom, another ward down. Maximum vision, like I said, and we can go back again, but I'm going to keep mid. Kind of play with my team and protect this lane as much as I can so we don't lose any towers. Just hit him with that combo again. I hit him with the ignite just because I wanted to secure the kill. You don't always have to do stuff like that. I probably would have killed him because my magic pen right here from my boots probably would have murdered that guy. But like I said, sometimes you just want to secure the kills to make sure that you get them. I mean, that's most important. Doing pretty good right now, 5-0 and 8. Probably honestly one of the better brand games I'm playing. Like I said, I'm trying to do the best I can, create the best content, as well as just show you how to play the guys in general. And I just learned that playing safe as well. Ooh, I stole that blue buff. Let's go. That was cool. Also playing as safe as possible and utilizing all of your summoner spells whenever you need them the most instead of being greedy. Sometimes I have a fun time and have a fun time and be greedy, and I'll flash in and get some stuns and stuff like that, but it's not necessary. Like this right there, I just did a lot of damage. I got the kill. Definitely not needed, but I know at this point that I only have 55 seconds left to get that back, and I'm about to go back to get some more items, so by the time I get back into land, it'll probably be up. And who knows, maybe someone pops out the bush and it, you know, the conflagration, or sorry, the pyroclasm jumps to them and essentially, you know, does a lot of damage. Now here's where it gets kind of tricky. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Rylai's just because I can finish it up. So now I've got all these, and now I can technically just go for this Zhonya's Hourglass, and at that point I've already got 228. Rylai's does a lot because it that reduces their movement speed. So if I throw my ult down, and it hits all of them, they're all going to get slowed, and then our team can just go in and poke so hard, especially with Ashe already doing slows as well. Multi-slows is going to be just so crucial. See, I hit him again with that. It's going to kill him, probably. Yep. And then I'm going to push this lane out a little bit to make sure that Yorick can't come back and just take his tower down easily, because Yorick is pretty scary. I know he's not like probably the best right now, but he used to be one of the most OP champions. Like when League released him, he was very, very crappy at first, and then they buffed him, and then they had to nerf him, and then he got a rework, and you know, he was just at one point, I think season like, I can't even remember the season it was, but he was very, very OP. So as long as you know how to play him, you know, you can do a lot of damage. But seems that we're doing a little bit better in this game. Just pinging Dragon and, you know, letting everybody know that there's only 15 seconds left, because we've got 2. They unfortunately got that other one, but we still need to get this to, you know, at least have that security that we can almost win the game once we get Soul. We can just group up and have a good push here. Looks like our Quinn is bringing the team to us. I'm going to back off and kind of camp right here. Maybe we can get some kills. Hit the sweeper, try to destroy some wards. Oh, and looks like they surrendered. But yeah, that was a pretty good game. We'll go to the follow-up here and see exactly the stats on the game and see how, you know, I did. We'll kind of look at damages and stuff like that, and you can actually see real time how much brand support does for damage. I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and get my Ashe the great shot calling, because she's in my lane. We killed it. Oh, it looks like I hit 30. That's cool. So I can go ahead and do rank now, right? Heck yeah, that's fun. Yes, I got an S. You know, good rating. 7, 0, and 8. Pretty good. Not too many farms. Try to give it to them. I did pretty much the third amount of damage on every single person on here. If we go to advanced details, you can kind of deep dive all of this. 17,000 to champions. I literally had more damage than anybody on the team, or anybody in general. Magic damage to champions, all of it. Total damage, 46,000. Not quite as much, like I said, because I wasn't consistently putting down damage, but for support, that was pretty good. Obviously, the most magic damage, true damage, damage to turrets, and there's a lot of other stats, but pretty good game overall, I would say. But yeah, so that's really it. You know, I'm glad that you guys got to check this video out. If this was pretty helpful, and you'd like to see me make any other videos with any other support champs or mid champs, or really anybody, you know, I'll try to do the best I can. But if you liked it, you know, hit the like, subscribe button down below, follow me, and I'll have my Twitch links and everything too. That'll have my stream schedules for whenever I get going on that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and you know, happy rifting, I guess you would say.